Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you for tuning in once again. And if you are new here, if this is the first time you're coming across my video, please don't forget to subscribe and like and drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from so I can know which country you're watching from. Thank you. And in today's video, as you can see from the thumbnail, we are making some smoky jollof rice with some grilled soya chicken. There is a lot of people that have been waiting for this recipe. Like, a lot of people have tasted this particular recipe and they've been waiting for it. And I've been procrastinating on shooting this video for a long time. But yeah, today is the day. Today is the day that I'm going to release the recipe. So tag along and learn how I made this. You want to get your chicken, make sure you wash them very well. I wash my chicken or any protein I'm using with salt most of the times. So you basically just want to wash them very well until they are clean. So moving on, we are going to get a bowl. Now we are going to mix all the ingredients for the chicken. I'm going with some paprika, then I add in some pepper flakes. I'm adding some black pepper. I'm adding some ginger. You basically just want to use any ingredient you have in your cabinet that you normally use to grill your chicken. I added some ginger powder, some onion powder, some Cameroon pepper, some curry and thyme. Then I added the soya spice and I added oregano. That's all the ingredient I used. And now I'm adding some fresh rosemary. I cut into the smaller sizes and put it in. Then you add in your salt and your seasoning cubes. Then after that you put in some vegetable oil or olive oil, or any oil that you're using, any oil of your choice. You can just add it to it and mix it together. Once you have the paste, you want to get your chicken and pat dry it. Make sure you dry it so that there's no water on it anymore. You want the chicken to be dry. So yeah, you want to just pat dry every part of it, both the front and the back. Once that is done, you want to get the paste and pour it inside the chicken and mix everything together. You can get some glove, but if you don't have glove, you can wash your hand just like I did. Wash your hand very well and mix everything together. You want to really mix this. You want everything to go into your chicken. Make sure it is well mixed, like very mixed, so that your chicken can come out looking so nice and delicious. So after mixing it very well, you want to cover that up and put it in the fridge. I did this a day before cooking, the night before. So this is a set of ingredients we are going to use to cook the jollof rice. We need some onions, tomato, rice. I'm using basmati rice. Something tomato, fresh pepper, a lot of onions, ginger, curry, some meat stock that I have in the fridge. We have some seasoning cubes, butter. Yeah, that's all we are needing. So now I'm using some stainless pot because I want it to be smoky. You can use any other pot actually, but I just love using a stainless pot to cook jollof rice. So you give it this patty jollof rice taste. You know what I'm talking about. So you want to go in with your oil, pour in some onions and saute that for like 2 minutes. Once you see that it's getting golden, you add in some curry powder and some thyme. Not too much, a little bit. You want to saute that too for like a minute or two. So after I see that everything is well fried, like the onions is getting brown just as you're seeing on the screen, so now you add in your tin tomato. We want to fry this tin tomato until the sourness in the tin tomato disappears. So that means we are frying this on a low heat. Don't cook any part of your jollof rice on a high heat. Make sure the heat that you're using to cook is on low, not even medium, low. So after pouring in your tin tomato, you want to keep frying it. Make sure it's not burning. So just keep stirring at intervals. So now I added my rosemary, and once you notice that the oil that you're using to fry your tin tomato has beginning to float very well, is done. And the other thing that you can use to identify if the tin tomato is well fried is once you see that it is very dark, like it's not like the reddish color that it was when you first put it inside the oil. So after that, you want to add in your pepper mix. Stir that all very well. Make sure it is well combined, like the pepper mix and the tomato, it is well combined inside the pot. Not like one side is tin tomato and one side is pepper. Make sure you mix it very, very well. Every step of this process is important. You cannot skip one process and move to the next one if you want to get a very nice, and the color, like the color of your rice even matters when you're cooking jollof rice. The way it comes out matters a lot. So if you want to get that really nice color and really nice tasty jollof rice, make sure you don't skip any parts. So now I added my season cube and my salt. Add it. Don't forget you are using meat or whatever stock water that you're using, and in that water there is seasoning and salt. So don't over put your seasoning when you're adding it into your pot for the jollof rice. Have that in mind. So mix that up very well and cover that up. Let it keep frying. While that is frying, you want to wash your rice very, very well. Make sure it is well washed. Like I said, I'm using basmati rice. You can use any other rice of your choice. Once you're done washing your rice and you notice that your stew is ready, don't be deceived with my editing. It was not immediately I washed the rice, I poured it into the stew. The stew was still frying for a very long time. So make sure you fry your stew very well. That process is very important because that's the base of the rice. So if it doesn't taste nice, your jollof rice will not taste nice. So that's one thing I need you to know. Make sure you fry it very well. And one of the main thing that you will know when your stew is fried, like I used to say, is when the oil begins to float, and taste it. Once you taste it and you know that okay, this stew is done, like you can easily use that stew to eat a white rice, then you know that okay, you can pour in your rice. So go in with your rice and mix it very well like I did. And after that, you want to add in your meat stock or whatever stock water that you're using. Just put that inside and add a little bit of more water. If you notice that your meat stock is not enough, as you can see the quantity of the rice that I'm cooking, you can see the amount of meat stock I added. You can see like the meat stock water is a small quantity. After that, I added another water of that same plastic, just one. So making it two like that. In jollof rice, you don't need much water. When you're cooking jollof rice, you don't need much water. I'm trying my best to like say the real details that you need to make sure you have a nice outcome. You don't need much jollof rice. Don't be deceived when you come back and you notice that this thing is just burning and there's no water inside. Don't put water. Don't be deceived. Just cover it back and let it steam. All you need is steam. So you want to put your foil and cover the pot so that the steam can be trapped. And right now, I pulled out my chicken from the fridge and I'm putting it in my oven tray. Just put it in the oven so I can grill it. Guys, now look at what we have. Even without cooking it yet, it looks so delicious and nice. Even without putting it in the oven yet, it's already looking harsh. It's looking, you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. So you just want to up that into your oven and let it grill. This is me checking up on my rice for the first time. As you can see, it's bringing out a lot of steam. That's because there's a lot of steam trapped inside the pot. And be careful so that the steam doesn't burn your hand. So you want to gently remove the cover and turn your rice. This is another key point that you need to note when you're cooking jollof rice. Check up on it. Make sure you turn it. As you can see now, there is no water in the rice. Don't be deceived when you get to this point and you feel like your rice is burning, there's no water. Don't put water. Don't let the devil trick you. Don't add any water. Just turn the rice. Bring the ones that are down. Bring them up. And bring the ones that are up. Take them down. Just turn it and cover it back just like I did. Don't be deceived. Don't add water. I'm saying it again. This is me checking up on it again for the second time. And at this point, the rice has cooked for about 20 minutes straight on a low heat. So after that, I'm turning it again. That's all you need to do. Cover, turn. Don't turn too much. Cover, turn. Once you cook like 10 minutes first, go there, turn it, cover it back, turn it again. And at this point, the rice should be like almost done. When you taste it, you know that, okay, this rice is getting done. Now you can add the sliced onions and the sliced tomato and add some butter. You can skip this part if you don't like seeing these live things. Like one of my friends will say, I don't like seeing live onions in my food. So if you don't like seeing it also, if you don't like seeing onions in your food, you can skip it. But it adds to the taste of your food. That's just one thing about onions. It adds to the taste of your food. So you just want to add the sliced onions and the sliced tomato and add some butter. The reason why we're adding butter is because so that it can come out shiny. Because it has burnt. Most of the oil that I used to cook has burnt. Like it has dried up. So you just want to add butter to it so that it can still be moist and shining when it comes out. So you just want to turn it together. You want to mix everything together. Make sure the butter is mixing with the rice and the onions. Like just mix everything for like few seconds and just cover it up. Let it steam. Like I said, at this point your rice is 90% ready. That is when you go into your onions and the tomato. So now I know you guys will have been asking what about the chicken. Now we are checking up on the chicken. You want to flip that to the other side, let it grill also. And basically that's all you need to do about the chicken. There's really not much thing to do. Just check up on it and turn to the other side and up it back into the oven. And yeah, the rice is ready. At this point, the rice is fully ready. The butter is fully melted and the onions and the tomato has done their thing in the rice. So you just want to stir that up for the last time because why not? The food is ready. As you can see, it is not soggy. It's dropping one by one. Everybody is standing on their own. Nobody is coming to anybody because we did not add a lot of water to it. So don't be tempted, please. Don't be tempted to put water when you're cooking jollof rice so it can come out nice. So I hope at this point you can be able to cook a perfect jollof rice in your home and not wait until you go to a party before you can eat party jollof. Like you can easily make it in your house with just this video. Just make sure you follow the step-by-step process and I guarantee you to have a very nice and a good jollof rice. Don't be sad if you make it the first time and it doesn't come out nice. Practice make perfect. The first time I made mine too, for the first time I made jollof rice, it wasn't this good. And yeah, now I am today. So yeah, this is our chicken also. As you can see, it's looking so juicy and So nice. Like, this two combination is so yummy, and I hope at this point you have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't, please click on the subscribe button, and I would love to see you again in my next video. And thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I can see your comments and your likes, and I love you guys so much. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.